Imagine a universe where space is created only where light reaches. Light builds this space at 300,000 kilometers per second, and you are flying within it. What would happen if you accelerated and went faster than light? You would be overtaking a space that hasn't even been created yet. To exist where nothing exists. This is a clear contradiction. If the movement of light is the cause and the creation of the path is the effect, then this violates the law of causality. Then what happens if you run at exactly the speed of light? From light's perspective, there is no time at all to create the next space. You should arrive only after the space is created, but the moment of creation and the moment of arrival happen simultaneously. This too violates the law of causality. The universe absolutely never allows such a contradiction. If you try to travel at the speed of light, the universe freezes your time completely until the next space is created. So, even as you fly at the speed of light, your time stands still, while light continues to build the space at 300,000 kilometers per second. The point is this: the faster you go, the slower your time flows. That's why the light you see always stays ahead at exactly 300,000 kilometers per second. There are two key facts here. First, the faster you go, the slower your time flows. Second, as a result, light moves at a constant 300,000 kilometers per second, regardless of your own speed.
Now, let's board a spaceship traveling at 290,000 kilometers per second and chase after the light. In that case, would light appear to be moving at only 10,000 kilometers per second? When you reach 290,000 kilometers per second, time slows down by 4 times. The universe literally puts you in slow motion just to make sure you can never catch up to light. The key point here is that applying slow motion doesn't mean slowing down your actual speed. The spaceship is still roaring ahead at 290,000 kilometers per second. What this means is that the universe is slowing time down for the ship, everything inside it included. When you look through a slow motion camera, the world appears to be in slow motion. Imagine filming light moving for 1 second at 30 frames per second. Now, to create a slow motion effect, imagine filming that same light again at 120 frames per second. What if you play back the light filmed at 30 frames and the light filmed at 120 frames, 1 frame at a time? The movement of the light filmed at 120 frames will appear to be 4 times slower. The movement of light looks different, but the fact remains that in both cases, the light traveled 300,000 kilometers in 1 second. Outside the spaceship, the universe plays at 30 frames per second, while inside the spaceship, the universe plays at 120 frames per second. If you look at a world filmed at 120 frames per second from the perspective of a 30 frame per second world, it will naturally appear to be in slow motion. Because the universe has delayed your time, your 1 second has become 4 times slower than 1 second in the world outside the spaceship. A clock is merely a tool for measuring time. Just as a thermometer measures temperature without being the source of the heat itself, a clock doesn't create time. It is simply a tool, and it can operate differently depending on where it is. See you next time.